Welcome to RetroBoxBreaks. This is a channel where we open up baseball card boxes from the 80s and 90s. And today we're going to be opening up 91 Donruss, looking for Elite cards. This one's going to be a little bit different than the last few streams I did. I am going to rip through these packs basically as fast as I can. I'll be back in 1 second. Alright, in order to speed up my after process, I just brought the trash can right over here so that things can go directly into that instead of putting them on the floor and then picking them up afterwards. So one assumption I'm making here is that the Elite card will be easy to see, which I'm sure it will. As it's a different color. I'm going to open up a few of these boxes before we start going through them. Alright, 2 boxes worth of packs here. Oh, we got one here that's kind of ripped. Maybe we'll start with that one. There we go, we're on our way. So, quite long chances to get the Elite card. From what I understand, they're always on the back, but as I've never pulled one, I don't know that to be 100% true. So just to make sure, I'll take a quick look at the cards. Don't need to look at everyone, just make sure there's not one in there that's not blue. Then move on. Feel like I'm shucking Willy Wonka bars here, looking for that golden ticket. So I opened up 2 here to start, and there are about 10 more after that. So, I don't know, depending on how fast this goes, I'm kind of hoping to get through all of them. Kind of wrap this case up, and then after that I'll kind of decide on whether or not I want to get another case or not. Unfortunately, there just aren't any cases available here locally, so unless I can figure out a reasonable way to get a hold of one, probably gonna just end this series with this case. Oops. trucking through these here. This is our second stack already. It's a lot faster when you're not looking at every card pulling stuff out. So through half a box about. I don't know how far into the stream I actually started opening packs. So call it, I've been doing it, it's about 10 minutes a box. Maybe a little less. So we're probably not going to get through all the boxes at that rate. Probably not going to do this for 2 hours. But that would be pretty epic if I did it for 2 hours and got one right at the end. Oh, this one's missing a puzzle piece. I don't know if you can see it, but there's so much wax. Oh, no puzzle piece. Coming off of these, it's ridiculous here. A bunch of these without puzzle pieces. You know, I think of all the Donruss I've ever opened, I mean, maybe there was one without a puzzle piece, but not like a whole bunch of packs. Of course, in my mind, that means we got a better shot, right? Some type of weird thing going on. It's probably because they stopped the presses to manually insert a card. I can't believe they'd do that for 100,000 of these things. There we go, we're back into the puzzle pieces. My stack's about to fall over. We're looking for 1991 Donruss Elite cards here. Inserted, I don't know, some people say one per case. I don't know if the numbers really work out to that. So we got about 10 boxes left in this case. Unfortunately, the rest of the cards are basically worthless, so we're just running through them as quick as we can here. Kind of just shucking oysters or Willy Wonka bars, looking for that golden ticket. There's a Barry Bonds. So this will mark one box worth of packs. And one full box on. There's Nolan Ryan highlight. Move some cards out of the way. '91 Donruss Elite. Let's see if we can find one here. This is a weird pack. Let's see here. Almost not going to be able to see the logo on the mat by the time I get done here with all the... Oh man, the yellow there got me a little excited. I was like, oh man, that doesn't look like blue. Maybe we got something. I have a feeling that we'll know as soon as we open the pack. Here, let me grab an Elite card real quick. You know what? That's not going to be real quick. So, I don't know. Maybe here in a minute I'll pull one up on the eBays to look at the back of the card. Or on baseball card database or whatever it is. Well, I got real excited about opening this case after the last stream ended. If you watched that, you saw that we got the Reggie Jackson. I actually had another case of that Upper Deck that I was like, oh man, maybe it really is one in a case, and I just don't know what I'm talking about. I opened up the whole other case, nothing in it, other than, you know, random. You know, the cards that you would expect. Nothing crazy. Honestly, the prices on a lot of these cheap boxes have gone up so much, I'd be better off just selling them. But it's all about the chase, man. You don't get it. Why are these turned around? You know, this isn't the type of thing you have very many more chances to do, you know, to pull an Elite card. To think, when I was younger, I would have put these into books and stuff. That would be fun. I actually have on the channel a series Every Last Card where I've done that with a set or two. It was quite fun, to be honest. So we're coming up on 2 boxes knocked out here. Let's see where we're at on time. So call it 5 minutes a box, not counting the time to open it. If that's the case, well, we might get through the rest of these. Man, the puzzle card got rolled over. There we go, last 2 packs of these boxes here, and we'll open a few more. I'm sure my trash man loves the fact that I'm basically putting bricks into the trash. See if we can get a better angle on the mic here. One of the complaints on the channel is you can't hear me very well, and when I've listened to playback, I can't necessarily disagree. Alright, 4 boxes. I guess we'll do it a little differently this time. Just kind of pull the packs out here. Might be wrong, but the packs in this box right here look a little bit lighter. I don't know if that makes a difference. I mean, I guess if I'm Donruss, maybe, and I got 100,000 of these things to insert, maybe I do a bunch of specific boxes where I collate them in 1 card per box, and then I put those boxes in the cases as they're coming off the line. That almost seems like an easier way to do it. We are going to break these 4, and then there's 5 more boxes. If I get to all of them, we'll see. Going pretty quick, so we might get to it. If we were looking at every single card, probably would not get to all the boxes. So these boxes that we're opening here represent the end of a case. These started as a sealed case. That's whenever I do these things, I prefer to buy cases because, you know, I don't know, I'm paranoid. I don't want to buy boxes that came out of a case where the Elite card was already pulled. You know, back in the 90s, it was I guess a little different. People didn't think that way, but at least for a long time, the cases were fairly easy to come by, so why not do it that way? Of course, now, I mean, even if you can find a case, you know, if you got to ship it, it's going to cost a boatload to ship. So, makes that a little bit harder. Man, I'm really looking forward to this case with what looks like the lighter packs. There probably is absolutely no difference, but every little variation in production here gives me hope. Well, those 90 score isn't worthless anymore thanks to that Bo Jackson football baseball. I think the last box of 90 score I bought was like $40, 30, 40. I mean, now they're like 40 or 50 bucks. 92 upper deck. I mean, I can't remember. Is that it's not the Nolan Ryan. It's, you know, people are looking for those signature cards now. I mean, some of those are worth, I mean, they're worth a lot more than they used to be a couple of years ago. That's for sure. Yeah, there's actually a pretty, I find it pretty funny anyways. Maybe it's not hilarious, but there's a video on the channel where I open up a 90 score box looking for the Bo Jackson football baseball, and I get in the first pack. It was a total waste of a video, but it worked out in the end. At the time, that was pretty early in how I was doing this. I wasn't streaming, I was recording and had to transfer files and all that stuff. I had a lot of problems with the camera, and it turned out the only 30 seconds of video that I got was that first pack anyway, so I guess it's a good thing I got it in the first pack, or else it would have been a wasted effort. Looks like we're about 6 more packs till we get to this box that looks a little funny. Three minutes in, not bad. Wonder if there are any videos where people actually pulled a 91 Donruss Elite card. There might be. I did not do any searches for it beforehand. It's just something I always wanted to do. I mean, as long as those are sealed boxes, man. Sealed boxes are still worth money. I've thought for a long time that sealed boxes was a way to invest in baseball cards, especially from like the 80s and 90s now. I mean, the boxes are more expensive than the cards. I mean, like I mean, you could say this about just about any box. Oh man, just some weird stuff going on with this the wax or glue or whatever on that. It's weird. But like just about any box in the early 80s, mid 80s, like the boxes are, and even getting that way with the late 80s, the boxes are so expensive. There's no opening a box is just an exercise in throwing money away, and there's a lot of reasons for that. Every box you open, there's one less box, right? One less opportunity, and there's a couple of reasons. One, gambler's premium, right? If you sell it by the pack, and you sell a pack for, you know, $20 a pack, that's a $700 box. If you bought the whole box, there's no way you get your money back. But if you happen to buy that one pack that has a particular card that's worth 50 bucks in it, you know, it's worth it for that one person. So there's a gambler's premium, and then there's also the thing that I think is really driving a lot of it, at least it does for me. Obviously, I'm opening up cards and like literally doing nothing with them, is the nostalgia factor. You know, that experience. Like, if I get a Elite card out of one of these packs, it'll be the one and only time I get an elite card out of a pack, and it will be awesome. Will it be as awesome as getting that Reggie Jackson? Maybe not. But still going to be something I've wanted to do since I was a kid, and now, you know, I have an opportunity to do it potentially here. You know, you got 36 times about 9 more boxes. Well, so far nothing exciting in this box. The packs do look different though. I feel like they look lighter. So to have a one elite card per case, Donruss would have had to only had to have only printed like 90,000 cases, which doesn't really seem, given the era, I don't know if that really makes sense. I mean, 90,000 boxes, that's like 2,000 a state. I mean, that's kind of the way I mean, back then, every gas station was selling these things. I can't believe, I mean, maybe they ordered a few boxes per gas station, but still. Every gas station, Walmart's, everybody. Oh, and Ryan popping up twice there. Almost getting towards the bottom of the box here. On the, I'll call it the funny looking one. Alright, stop for a cup of coffee here. Not a whole cup, a sip. Good times. Alright. Get back to the shucking. Everybody does giveaways on their channels and stuff now. Maybe I should have had a little forethought and given away, had a contest to give away Willy Wonka bars. I think they have those, and I think somebody makes those. So let's be on the positive side. Let's say we pull an elite card out of this case. What's the next long shot card from the 90s that I should go after? Boxes can't be expensive. Has to be iconic. Something I'm interested in. One of the ones I thought about doing is the Nolan Ryan signature in the 90. I think it's in the 91 Upper Deck. Those boxes have gotten super expensive. Well, I mean, relative, right? Not compared to stuff today, but they've got, you know, they're $75 a box, I think. If you're looking at potentially opening cases and cases of them, it starts to add up. I don't know, if we get an elite card, maybe I'll go after, take a shot at the Mantle Griffey signature on a score. What's that, 92 or something? That would be fun. I mean, just imagine if you pulled one. Who knows if there's even any of those left. Tony Gwynn. Oh man, it's not worth doing a giveaway for the throwaways, man. Shipping would kill you. All right. Mickey Mantle. Yeah, we'll see if an Upper Deck comes, or if Elite comes out of this case, maybe I will go that way. It'll be a long play though, I'm sure. Even buying that stuff by the case. Can't remember how many they do those. 500, something like that. Maybe it was 250. Oh yeah, I was gonna look for the back of that Elite card. Just give me 1 minute here. I'm gonna do that. Oh. Where's my Chrome? Okay, yeah, the backs aren't. They're that marble color that they kind of have on the front, except it's the green marble color, so it'll pop real bright when we get one. All right. The sad thing is, like, I was pulling out, I've pulled out a good amount, I don't know, a few hundred cards so far out of the case to give to some kids that, you know, give the local card shop to pass on to kids, but, like, doing that takes so much time. I guess the question now is, how heavy is this trash can going to be with all these cards in it? cases of cards are surprisingly heavy. I mean, basically it's a box of paper, right? Yeah, it's really unfortunate this stuff is so is worth basically nothing, but I don't know if somebody comes up with some great idea on how to use it in a way that makes it more valuable. They could make a fortune, that's for sure. Uribe! Alright, 9 packs left in this box. Or no, 12 packs. Well, now 11. Come on, elite card. The thing I don't understand is it says there's 2 million instant winners. But I've yet to see, I guess you have to instant win on the, I guess by instant winner they don't mean they put, oh, there's Mark McGuire. They don't put something in the pack. I guess in 91 Topps boxes, in theory, you can get old cards, old Topps cards. I think they actually put into packs old Topps cards up to like $100 value at the time. Something like that. I wonder if anybody actually won the 52 Topps, or I was a little confused. They said they were giving away like all of the sets, but I didn't know if it was like one winner got a set from every year, but I wonder if anybody ever won that out of the 91 Topps. $1,000 for Uribe. Anything to get attention, I guess. I assume that's why they do that. The thing is, the first person to put a Uribe up for a ton of money is the one that won, because they got a ton of attention brought to their channel, even though that one card obviously was not worth, you know, whatever it was originally posted for, million, $750,000, whatever it was. Get through this box, and we only have 5 more to go. 5 more chances for that elite card. I'm really happy that I pulled the trash can over so I can throw stuff directly into the trash can. After this box, I don't have to pause to switch the bag out, actually. Money laundering? I guess that's a... But there would have to be sales, though, for it to be money laundering, right? If you look at those things, are there actual sales? I feel like whenever I've looked him up, I've never actually seen, like, high-dollar sales. I mean, there's some sales that are, like, you know, maybe 50 or $100 or something. where somebody sees the high dollar listing, is like, well, I'll get a cheap one. But I don't think I've ever seen any big ones go. I feel like there's probably also better ways to launder your money than through something like eBay. I am not a criminal though, so I can't say. Maybe it's a great way to do it. I'll tell you a great way to launder money that doesn't exist anymore is if you knew the guy who could give you the winning McDonald's stickers. That would have been a great way to do it, right? Because then you just look like a winner and you pay him, you know, a bunch of money. I don't know if you read about that guy. The only reason he got caught is because he got greedy. Or was it, did he go on vacation? Or was he another one of those guys where it was all good till he went on vacation? I would think eBay would be pretty good at catching that kind of stuff. Not to mention, like, how do you get your money off of eBay? Either, I mean, it's really got to go through PayPal, doesn't it? Well, I guess you can probably hook up your bank account to eBay now. But, again, I am not a criminal, so I don't put a whole lot of thought into that stuff. Come on, Elite card. Maybe I should just start complaining about how I'm never going to get it. That seems to work. I don't know how many channels I've seen where people finally give up and they're like, well, I'm never getting the card. And then 3 packs later, bam, there it is. You see what I'm doing, obviously. I'm trying to make it happen right now. Robin Ventura. No, that wasn't Robin Ventura. Come on. Let's get some Elite cards. I wish there was some other insert card in here other than like the Elite cards. At least it would make it a little bit more interesting, you know? I mean, I guess kind of the Diamond Kings are, but last pack magic. Well, you know, why would you keep looking if once you've gotten what you're looking for? There's that too. Ken Griffey Jr. I feel bad for throwing away Griffey cards. Though there, you know, actually, speaking of last pack magic, the if you look at the 85 Topps box that I opened, holy moly, talk about last pack magic. I don't know if it was the last pack or the second to last pack. Man, I was down in the dumps on that box and then opened the last pack there. Holy moly, totally changed the entire box. It was awesome. You could probably guess what came out of that last pack, but I think even guessing you might be surprised. It was pretty epic. Back when those boxes were, you know, $150. Good luck with that now. Come on, elite card. All right, 3 more packs in this box, then we'll open up the last round of boxes here. Whoops. Glad an elite card didn't come out of that pack. I mean, not only did I drop it, but what's that? Maybe it's been on other packs, but well, we're about to find out. Nope, not an elite card in that pack. Man, that got me excited for half a second. Let's see here. Nope. Alright, so I'm gonna swap this can liner out, as they're called, I guess, so I can fit these last 5 boxes in it. And I will be right back. There we are. Fresh bottomless pit to put cards into. Alright. Maybe we'll do 4 across. And then do the last box by itself. That kind of makes sense to me. Let's see here. Bam. Like that. That way we can get keep everything in the shot. So we're about 48 minutes in, which I think that's probably about where I would end normally with 2 boxes, but because we're not taking the cards out, already gotten through, what, 5? Something like that? Just crushing it, though. Crushing it. All right. Alright, here we go. 4 more boxes of Donruss. So if I start to open the pack and see if there's an elite card, do I set the pack aside and open the rest of the boxes? I guess if I had kept up with like Instagram, I could like throw it up on Instagram that I'm about to pull a hit with a link to the live stream, but have not kept that up. So there was a box that had really light glue where I saved all of the puzzle pieces. So this I can't even remember. Maybe I talked about this earlier, but I think I am gonna get a frame and frame the puzzle out of this. I think that's a pretty cool way to, you know, as a memory or whatever. That isn't just like stuff in a book, so, or a case or a box. Probably end up doing that. At some point I'd like to change where I do this stuff so I can have a little bit of a background so I can display that kind of thing better, but that's probably pretty far off in the distance. Probably get that done in 2 easy steps. Step 1, win the lottery. Step 2, get a new studio. Come on, Elite card. I think if I do this again, I am going to do something that makes it a little bit more interactive. I think that's more fun, not just for, you know, people watching, but for even for myself. Which, whenever I started this channel, I had the idea of, oh man, I'm going to turn it into something that at least makes enough money to pay for my card hobby, right? But now here we are, and I've come to the realization that that's probably not happening. So now I'm doing this purely for the fun of it. So I might as well start making it a little bit more fun for myself. Barry Bonds Diamond King. I wonder if you put 1,000 of those up on eBay, how much they'd go for. I guess $100 would be 10 cents a card. That wouldn't be bad. It's not like you're getting 1,000 out of a case, but probably get 20 boxes. Maybe you get, I don't know, you might get 40. I wouldn't be surprised if there's 2 per box on average. Shuckin' oysters, Willy Wonka bars. Man, that's such a great thing to do. Maybe I'll figure out some way to do some type of bingo and then mail people Willy Wonka bars. That would be fun. Alright, nothing there. We are probably 3/4 of the way through this box here. I feel like it's slowing down a little bit, but these packs are a little bit harder to get into for some reason. Still looking for the 91 Donruss Elite card. Got the boxes in front of you here, plus one more. It's kind of hidden in the back of the shot. That represents the end of a fresh case that was opened. Man, if I would have done it this way, I probably could have opened almost the whole case on one stream. I think this is the third or fourth one I've done for this one. Oh, man. No Elite in that one either. Nope. I guess if I wanted to go a lot slower, I could have seen if I won anything instantly. You know what would be really cool is if you saved up like all the stuff you had to and sent the wax into, I think Panini owns Donruss now, sent that into them if they would actually give you something for it. That would be fun. You know, that's really something that they could do to help the hobby out. I think, does Fanatics own the Panini now? That would be cool, like, for them to take an old product and just announce that, like, okay, if you know, go get the Donruss, I think you could get are the jumbos in here? Whatever it is, whatever the thing is that you can get from this, and, like, they print, like, a 2022, 2023 version, but you got to use these old packs for them. That would be super cool. Be at least a super cool way to drive the hobby to this old stuff. Doesn't really help them as much, but like it helps soak up the old stuff, I guess. I mean, at some point, if the old stuff gets so expensive, all you can afford is the new stuff, then it's easier for them to sell it, I would think. Yeah, these do got a lot of wax on them, more than before, I guess. At least that last box did. These are ripping a lot easier. Flipped card, Mark McGwire. I feel like Mark McGwire was flipped in a pack earlier. He must be like at an opportune spot on a sheet for that to happen. When I get Sammy Sosa and Juan Gonzalez, I get, whenever I toss cards like this, I get to the end, I'm like, man, I should have kept those. But honestly, just to sort through them costs more in time than it's worth, unfortunately. Barry Bonds. Yeah, I'd like to get a Barry Bonds out of here. Barry Bonds Elite card. Him, Nolan Ryan, or Ryan Sandberg. I guess those are the top three. Can't really see it. My head's in the way, but I did buy the Nolan Ryan at some point in the past. Thankfully, before they started to get too expensive. The only thing that I wish I would have done differently is there were two of them that were available at the same time for about the same money. And unfortunately, I only bought one. Stupid me, I should have bought both of them. Oh well. Live and learn, man. Live and learn. Now when I buy stuff, I try to... stuff like that, I try to buy two. Because if the value goes up a ton on them, then you can sell your extra one and get your money back. Ryan Sandberg. I was just talking about him. Oh man, over an hour into this thing. I wonder if YouTube cuts you off after a certain amount of time. King Griffey Jr. All-Star card. There we go. Oh, there we go. So it says right on, it talks on the pack about the signature series and the living legends. Right there. Gotta get that Ryan Sandberg. Oh. Still going, looking for that 91 Donruss Elite card. Come on, Elite card. Tell you what's going to happen is I'm going to be half paying attention and then it's just going to pop up. I feel like every good card I've gotten on the channel has been that way. I'm just kind of talking about something random, not paying attention, just going through the motions, and then bam, there it is. Catches me completely off guard. I guess that's kind of what happens when you got to open a million packs to get to something. I'm gonna have to vacuum this whole thing, get all the wax off of it. It's probably about time for a new mat. It doesn't seem to, how filthy it is, doesn't seem to come through on the camera. It might be starting to come through. Alright, coffee break. Back to it. Mark McGuire again. I wonder if there are people that work at Panini that worked at Donruss and like, look at that. I don't know, let me get it in the light here. One of these is distinctly lighter than the other. Huh. It's kind of like that box from before. Tito Martinez. Alright, let's take a look at the anomaly. Nope, doesn't look like it. Greg Maddux, King Griffey Jr. Light colored packs must have good cards. Maybe. Alright, down to 3 boxes for this case. Actually kind of starting to get excited about the potential of opening another box. I'll do it differently though. I think figure out how to do like some type of bingo thing or some type of game to make it a little bit more fun. Maybe do a Hot Ones type of thing where if we fill the bingo card, I gotta eat a death wing or something. Is that what they call them at Hooters? Do they have death wings? Anyways, oh, I've gotten a couple of the Hot Ones hot sauces, and I thought the one that they used at I think it's at level 4 spot now, Los Calientes, is not as hot as the classic. I don't know. I mean, it could be variation in production or whatever for the ones that I got, but yep. Also could have been like just my palette or what I put them on. Nolan Ryan. I don't know, maybe we take the last box slow, just see what happens. I don't know. This has been a long stream, getting long in the tooth. I wonder where that phrase came from, long in the tooth. I feel like I'm just slowing down in general. Mark McGuire highlights. Feel like we randomly see him a lot. Here's Barry Bonds Diamond King again. I think this is the last year he has a shot at getting into the Hall of Fame, at least through the normal balloting. I wonder how that's going to go, him and Clemens. Google keeps pushing articles my way about how they should be able to get in. I don't know that means anything, but let's be honest. The writers are going to vote the way they vote, but I don't know. I'd like to see him in. I do have a little bit of a financial... I would gain financially from Roger Clemens getting in because I have a few of his 85 tops cards. I'm sure those would go up a decent amount. Or maybe people will stop caring about people in the Hall of Fame, or whether or not somebody's in the Hall of Fame. He's done. Oh, wait, did I already miss his last year? Or are you just saying he has no shot? I mean, you can still get in after the regular ballot, right? I mean, they put in guys from, 50 years ago, 100 years ago. I don't know what the rules around that are. I don't know. Those guys and Pete Rose and stuff, I mean, I feel like at some point they got to let them in. I mean, they're some of the greatest players in the history of the game. I guess they don't have to let them in. I don't know. I don't know, just seeing some of the price action on the Barry Bonds cards, I kind of almost think it doesn't matter for those guys. I mean, same thing with Pete Rose, right? Try and get a high grade Pete Rose rookie. It's not like it's a common, right? At some point, the hobby speaks with their dollars. Oh yeah, I guess that's what I'm waiting for. That's what I'm talking about, committee. Again, I don't know how it all works, but I do know that guys that are no longer on the ballot can still get in when in certain circumstances. Oh man, getting close to the end of this one finally. Thought I saw something there. No. How the heck do you ban somebody? Well, I don't know if height is equal to ban, but there we go. Well, the bad thing is, I think those spammers might actually help. It's because it's interaction, right? Cal Ripken Jr. Starting to feel like it's about to pop in. I'm really starting to feel drained here going through all these packs. It's usually when it pops. There you go. There's the last box right there. I don't know, if you open an entire case of 91 Donruss and none of the boxes have a elite card in it, is the last box worth more? If you're looking for elite cards? I mean, if they are inserted one per box, they would guarantee that that one had it, or if they were inserted one per case, it would guarantee that that one had it. They don't insert it one per case, but I feel like it kind of increases your odds, right? If you could buy 10 boxes that you knew for sure were the last box of a case where the other 19 boxes didn't have an elite card, I feel like have pretty good odds of getting one out of one of those boxes. Alright. Cecil Fielder, is there a Nolan Ryan or somebody in front of him? No, Jimmy Key. Ricky Henderson. This is probably going to end up being like one of my longest streams ever. Nolan Ryan. Nolan Ryan. My eyes are starting to glaze over as the cards pop up. Griffey. Feel a little bit of pain every time I throw them away. Nope, not that one. Not that one either. I feel like I keep bumping my camera a little bit. There we go. Looks like we got about 5 packs after this one, and then the last box. We are getting through it. This is a marathon, not a sprint. We are getting towards the end of the marathon. Never ran a marathon, but I have ran a half marathon. At the end of it, I was running so slow that I probably could have been walking faster if I hadn't ran. and I could like see the finish line. And it was just me and a buddy doing it, just kind of as a challenge to ourselves. And right at the end, probably less than a football field away from the end, there's like a road that went across the place that I was running. And these kids slow down and stop, open up the door, lean out, and yell, "Run, fat boy, run!" It was one of the most hilarious things ever. Alright, here we go. The last box. We're about to validate that there's not an elite card in every case. Or maybe there will be an elite card in here, and then we won't know if there's an elite card in every case or not. We would have to open another box to know. I guess you couldn't disprove that you couldn't prove that there isn't one in every case, unless you opened all of them, right? Or until you got to one that didn't have a card. So, 36 packs left. Let's see how long it takes us to get through this. Man, a lot of wax on that one. They must have cared about what's inside of it. Holy shit. Holy shit. Look at that right there. Can you see it? Can you see that right there? That's an elite card. We're gonna set that down right there. First off, I want to look at the pack, because I had read online that there's a difference between a regular pack and the one with the elite card in it. So let's see. I mean, it's a little bit lighter, but I don't know, maybe there's a misspelling on there. I don't know, I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to take a closer look at it. I'm just curious. It doesn't matter. You know what? I think I'm going to do the thing that I said I was going to do. I'm going to just let that sit. It's an elite card. Got that green back on it. You can see right there. Well, you probably can't see it in the video the way it's sitting there. But, man, how awesome is this? Elite card out of the last flippin' box. Oh, yeah. 20 boxes. It's, what was that, the first or second pack? Man. I mean, if I would have opened this box first, I mean, it would have been more financially beneficial to me. I could have sold the rest of the boxes. But, man, this is a great way to do it, man. Whew. For the last, I don't know, 5 boxes, I was like, man, definitely not getting one. Need to just get myself to understand that it's not happening. But there it is right there, man. Right there. And now I get to go through like 35 packs. Just thinking about which one it could be, man. Which one it could be. I think Matt Williams is in there. Barry Bonds is in there. Nolan Ryan. Ryan Sandberg. You know who's not in there? Massive oversight, Ken Griffey Jr. Who else is in there? Like maybe Bonilla is in there. I don't know. I feel like maybe I should pull up a list. I think Cecil Fielder is in there. Jose Canseco is definitely in there. Let's see, Matt Williams, I think. There's a couple of pitchers that I don't remember other than Ryan. How awesome would that, man? If that was a Ryan Sandberg, that'd be... I mean, if it weren't for the fact that I already have a Nolan Ryan, I mean, I'd love to pull a Nolan Ryan, don't get me wrong. But I think I almost might be happier with the Ryan Sandberg. I mean, it's like... Does it say in here? I think there's only 5,000 of the Ryan Sandberg versus 7,500 of the Nolan Ryan versus 10,000 of the other ones. Well, so what that means is I cannot verify that every box does or does not have, or every case does or does not have an elite card. I'd have to open another one to see if I didn't get it. Probably not going to do that. This is flippin' exciting though. So exciting. Card right there. It's right there to my left. This is it right here. It's in that stack. You can go all the way back to when the pack was opened. Oh man. Ryan Sandberg, that's who I'm hoping for. That is who I'm hoping for. Man, we're going to slow roll the heck out of this. Finish the box. CV, man, I hope you're still here somewhere. Gonna see an elite card come out of a box, man. I don't know how many other people would have recorded something like this. But man, this is exciting. Gotta wait for PSA prices to come down so I can start sending these super cool cards I'm getting off. I don't know that I'm willing to pay $100. I mean, if it's a Ryan Sandberg, yeah, I'm probably willing to worth paying $100. But if it's like Cecil Fielder, maybe not. Oh man, elite card. We got an elite card. Man, so that's 2 series that I've done going for long shot cards and gotten both of them. Man, I kind of want to go for that Griffey Mantle now, but that's a different game, right? Then you go from like one in every. Well, I mean, there's only 2,500 of the Reggie Jacksons, but still, that Griffey Mantle card's got to be one in like 100 cases or something stupid like that. Wow. Elite card coming. Everybody get your friends. We're about to get an elite card. Ain't nobody left. What? Why did the one person leave? I don't understand it. About to get an elite card. Can't wait. I mean, I don't even know why I'm opening these. I guess just to make sure there's not 2. I mean, that would have to be a serious error on the part of Donruss to put 2 in the same box. But I mean, I guess theoretically, if they are truly randomized, that could happen. But I do not think they are truly randomized. I think back then they used collation more. So it looked randomized, but it really wasn't randomized. This has got me super excited. Now, after this, I'm going to go look at cases of whatever score that was. Maybe that'll be the next series where I open those up. God, those packs are the plastic ones, though. Whew. Take forever to open all those. I'm getting excited. Man, I'm starting to get nervous. There are 2 packs left, and then we look at see what card we got. See what card we got. Oh man, one last pack. I'm getting the jitters. Getting the jitters. Oh man, here we go. This has an elite card. We can see the elite. It's kind of hard maybe from that distance, but I'm just going to slow roll this thing. Here, let's turn it over right side up. I wonder if it's even right side up. See that? Oh god, that, holy shit. That is not a regular elite card. It's a fucking Nolan Ryan. Watch out, kids. Cuss alert. Holy moly. I can't wait. Is it Nolan Ryan? Barry Bonds. Oh, well, I was wrong about the Nolan Ryan, but geez, old Pete's. That's a great way to be wrong, isn't it? Holy moly. About the only thing that would make this card better is if it was serialized to his, like 24 out of 10,000. I'm trying to get this in this stupid sleeve. There we go. Wow. Barry Bonds Elite card, 1991 Donruss. 119 out of 10,000. Card 1 of 8. Holy shit. Wow. This is going to PSA, dude. This is going to PSA. I don't know when. I'm going to get it. I don't even want to stick it in a top loader, but I'm going to. Just CYOA, don't do something stupid. Put it in a top loader. I don't even have any of the ones that they like you to send them in. Man, look at that. PSA 10, I doubt it looking at the corners, but God, I hope I didn't do that trying to put it in the sleeve. I don't know. Yeah. So it's, man, it's got to be a 9, right? I mean, I'm no expert. I guess the trick to look at centering is to turn it upside down because your eyes aren't as used to looking at it. This looks pretty darn centered. God, look at that. That's so awesome. Wow. The best Elite card, excluding the Ryan and the Sandberg. Wow. 119 out of 10,000. I feel like just getting a low number is good. I don't know that anybody cares about that, but if it was number 24, people would care, but wow. Okay, there we go. Barry Bonds Elite card. This series is over. An hour and 33 in. The last pack we opened. I mean, why would you look any further? It actually turned out it's the last pack of the box. Well, it was the first pack of the last box that we set aside once we realized. Wow, look at that. Barry Bonds Elite card. Awesome. Totally worth the time and effort now. I'm telling you, if you want to try and pull something awesome like this out of a pack, the time you have left to be able to do something like this without spending a crazy amount of money is dwindling. I really encourage anybody. You want to pull a 91 Donruss Elite card, go buy a couple of cases now. You want to pull that Reggie Jackson from 91 or 90 Upper Deck, go buy cases now. You want to buy the Nolan Ryan out of 91, I think he's in 91, buy cases now because they're only getting more expensive. Because this experience right here is worth way more than whatever a case costs right now. Definitely way more than whatever a box costs. Wow. Okay, well, there we go. Barry Bonds, 1991 Donruss Elite. Number 119 out of 10,000. I think this might be the first mechanically serial numbered insert sets. I say that because the Reggie Jackson is serial numbered, but it's handwritten. I don't know if that's true or not. It's the first one I know of in baseball for sure. I don't know if one of the other sports did it first. Well, on that bombshell, let's wrap it up and we'll see you next time.